Coach Tina coming at you. I just got done with my 5.5 mile run. It felt really good. There's a lot of changes that I've been doing. Some of them are drinking water. You know, you think that's a simple thing to do, right? For me, I don't know, I've always been a junk food junkie. I don't always make the best decisions for myself, even though I'm a coach, athlete, and all these things. People think that I've always eaten very healthy, but no, I've been a junk food junkie as far as I can ever remember, just kind of eating good stuff here and there. I've changed my diet from time to time throughout my life, trying to say, okay, I'm gonna eat healthy now. And I'd get on a really good roll of eating healthy, and then somehow, you know, whether it's holidays that came or whatever, I would literally fall off the wagon and go back to my sinful ways and eat junk food. So I am back on track and doing the things that I need to do for my body, because I'm not done competing with my running yet. And so I am working on getting this little bit of extra weight that I have on my body off, because, you know, when you're running, you know, 50 Ks, 100 Ks, 100 milers, for me, that's what I need for my own life. You might just have some extra weight on you and you just want to get more fit, more strong, and be able to enjoy life more. Maybe you had a baby recently. Maybe you're coming back from injuries or really bad illnesses or autoimmune disease like I've got. And you know, if you've got an autoimmune disease, you know that there are times when you flare up really bad and you're extremely fatigued. I know I've just come back from that feeling, and it's an awful feeling. It really keeps you from doing a lot of things. So one of the things that I'm getting back into is not just drinking more water, trying to get that 6 to 8 glasses a day like you're supposed to have, just staying hydrated and staying away from caffeine. You have to watch your teas also, because tea has caffeine in it also, unless it's herbal. Once it's herbal, usually those teas don't have any caffeine, but any of the black teas, green teas, all those kinds of things, they usually do have certain amounts of caffeine, and some of them just as much as a cup of coffee. So be careful of what you're drinking. And also, as you're working out, especially if you're working out hard, and I don't care if you've been into working out for a while, you could have just got back into working out, but for you at that moment, you're working hard. You're working harder than you were, even if it was just sitting on the couch a lot. You're now putting in effort, and even if that effort is starting at 15 minutes, make sure that you're eating good afterwards. Get some good source of protein, even if it's at least 20 grams. Today, I'm just gonna show you what I do with my shakes. I just got done with my run, so I'm gonna have some of this whey protein. I'm just gonna use 1 scoop because it's 30 grams per scoop. I'm gonna put a little bit of fruit in it like I did the other day. It was super duper good. Don't think I'm gonna do the flaxseed today. I'm gonna see how I feel, if there's a difference between having flaxseed and not having flaxseed and the way it makes me feel. I just know that the other day when I was sharing the shake that I made, later on in the day I went for a run, and you know, because it was just a breakfast shake, I wanted to get some good protein started in the day, and it was one of the best runs I've had in a long time. So today I went again, and my running is just improving, making me super excited. And one of the things I've changed, other than adding more water into my life, is adding more protein into my life. We need protein to build the muscles. And if you've worked out really hard, especially if you've gotten like a good hour, you know, workout where you're giving it your best effort, you're gonna wanna drink or eat a protein source, at least a good 30 grams if you can, if you're wanting to build up muscle. Try to do it within 30 minutes to an hour after your workout ends. And that, you know, at that point, your muscles are most receptive to receiving that protein, storing that protein, and building the muscles, because you're breaking them down, then you're building them up. So let's build up some muscles, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get fruit in first. So I'm going to use a half of a banana. Now it's kind of close to dinner time, so I'm going to drink this shake, and then probably like for the evening time to add to it, I'll just have like a small salad with some tuna on it. You know, just to kind of get good calories, because this protein shake, it only has 180 calories, so that's not very much. You need more calories than that. But the carbs are fairly low. As far as sugars go, it's very low, so it's pretty nice. Put a good handful of these berries, blueberries, making sure there's no stems in there. Maybe one, maybe another little half one. There we go. So they're good for you, good antioxidants. Gonna get these strawberries. We'll probably have, probably put about 3 of them in there. That was kind of seemed like it was a nice amount. You're just gonna cut these cores out. I just kind of cut it up into 4s, just so the blender can have a little easier job of getting it in there. And that one's kind of a small strawberry. That's the 3rd one. The magic of video, you can get things out of there, make it go a little faster. Anyways, there is our fruit. We're going to put that first, then we're going to put our seeds and powders, things like that. And there we go. Woo. Not going to put any seeds in for now. And it's about this little thing, I shared it on Facebook. So then next is going to be juices or any liquids. So I'm going to use milk. I'm going to eyeball it, but it's about 8 ounces. The serving size. There you go, that's plenty. Then what's next? We've got frozen fruit, which I'm not going to use right now. So I'm just going to add some ice, and then we'll be ready to blend. That's plenty of ice for me. So I don't know if you guys have one of these Ninja blenders, but that's what I use. And I've got one of those IQ Smarty Pant machines. And if you notice on the cup, it says max line, so you don't want to go any higher than that with your stuff. So be very careful with these blades. They're pretty dang sharp. Just going to put that in there. Make sure it tracks nice and smooth. All right. Put it upside down, screw it in, and I'm going to put it on the Blend Auto IQ. Then you plug your ears. It goes for 45 seconds. There we go. And you just unscrew it. I usually just let it kind of get down and settled off of the blades and all that kind of stuff. And once I've waited for a moment, I go ahead and unscrew it and enjoy. So make that a part of your regimen. When I did it in the past, when I was really competing hard, it really made a major difference in my performance. It built lots of good muscle, and I had energy for days. So that is what I am trying to do again. So I hope this helps you. Make sure that you're getting enough calories. At least 1,300 calories, I would say, is good, especially if you're trying to lose weight. More if you're really working hard. And one more important thing, I've had a lot of people ask me, as far as like, especially those that are endurance people, as far as, you know, using shakes, nutrition, all kinds of different things in their daily, everyday life. You know, they're saying, okay, I want to get, you know, 12 to 1,500 calories or more, depending on where they are and what calorie that they need for what they're doing. But, you know, they'll go and, you know, say, run for a couple hours, a few hours. You know, with us ultra runners, we're running, you know, multiple hours, 5 hours, 6 hours, all those kinds of things on our longest running days for training. And so they're like, well, I'm trying to lose weight, but I'm trying to figure out, because, you know, when we're on the trails and we're running, we're eating calories as we run, whether they're goos or chews, sometimes just regular food items, all these different things that we're eating. And we're usually trying to get at least 100 to 200 calories per hour because we're expelling tons of energy when we're running in these mountains. So if you're, say, trying to get 1,200 calories, and this is where something like MyFitnessPal comes in perfect. If you go in there and you're putting through the day what you had for breakfast, what you had for lunch, dinner, all that stuff, snacks, when you go running, keep all of your little wrappers and keep track of what you consumed while you're running. And if you have like a Garmin like I do, I have one of the Garmin sports watches that keeps track of my miles and the elevation and all that kind of stuff, and it'll tell about how many calories I burned during that particular run. And I have it so that it will forward it to MyFitnessPal, so it will show how many calories I burned for the day in exercise. So then it will actually add on a certain amount of calories more that I'm able to have. Well, then what I do is I also add in all the different labeled stuff that I had. If I had some goos, if I had chews, if I brought peanut butter sandwiches, whatever I ate while I was on that run, I now enter that in, under lunch or snacks or wherever I want to enter it. And that will deduct those calories and it will show you what calories you have remaining. And so it's a pretty easy way to keep track. Ooh, there we go. Oh, let's see how it tastes. So good. Also, don't forget to wash your blades off, the part that screws on there, right away. And then that way it's super easy to get off. So good luck, everybody. I've got faith in you. I've got faith in me, and we can cheer each other on. And in the comments, put some goals that you have down for this year. I'd love to hear them. So take care. I love you guys.